But Chelsea would be haunted by inconsistency. After winning their first 3 games, they faced a Newcastle side who'd won their first 4. St James's Park, Keegan's kingdom, was packed to the rafters.
Spackman helping it on. Just hooked in, and Cole wasn't offside. On the left foot. Oh, superb! Magnificent strike by Andy Cole. Spencer gets it across, Wise, it's in! Peacock, Gavin Peacock scores against his old club, and the scores are level. Watson just came away off his chest, but it came to Rule Fox. Watson. Cole. The defender was climbing all over the back of Andy Cole, and the referee has pointed at the penalty spot. It looked as though Cole's attempt to jump to meet the cross was impeded by the defender. I think it was Steve Clark, and it's a penalty which Robert Lee will take. Lee from the penalty spot. Karine saves it, but who's onto the rebound? It's the quickest man on the field, Rule Fox. Oh, Spencer headed it on with the back of his head. Furlong arrives, super header, and Chelsea are level again. We've not had half an hour, and it's 2 apiece, and Chelsea have twice stunned St James's Park with an equaliser. Is Rule Fox. Again, that little buzz around the ground. Sellers who offered him a target. Beresford goes on the overlap and gets it. Fox, Lee, 3-2 Newcastle. That's fallen nice for Andy Cole. Watson peels off. Lee down the middle, here's Lee. Still Lee, Cole! He doesn't even miss half chances, does he? You can't take your eyes off Andy Cole for a second.
Manchester United certainly didn't. Later in the season, the man who scored 68 goals in 84 appearances for Newcastle was transferred for a record fee of £7 million. Nottingham Forest, back in the Premiership after 1 season down, made a cracking start. They too had bought from overseas, the Dutchman Brian Roy joining the likes of Lars Bohinen and of course Stan Collymore.
Black, Bohinen, shown the corner, forced to turn. Collymore, Phillips, Roy turns the quickest, gets a bit of luck with the bounce. Stone got a deflection, and it's Kingsley Black who has scored. Bit of a ricochet goal, but the last touch, the telling one, was from Kingsley Black. Phillips, Steve Stone. Oh, drilled in by Lars Bohinen. It bounced off John Sheridan, and Bohinen took full advantage. Sinton. Crossley goes for the punch. Hyde pulls it down, and this time is accurate with his shot. Mark Crossley hasn't had much to do. He won't have been too pleased with that. Black, Bohinen, the 2 goal scorers. Graham Hyde gives it away to Stone, who took it well. Roy tried for a curler, appeal for handball, and penalty given. Handball by Coleman. right there, said that it denied the shot, saw it as deliberate, and penalty awarded. Coleman looked a little aggrieved, would claim he was balancing himself. Pearce won't mind about that. And Forest lead by 3 goals to 1. Forest still seeking another goal, and the balance of play has swung strongly in their favour in the closing stages. Here's Roy again, and this time he makes it count.
The Dutchman was an instant hit, and Forest remained unbeaten for their first 11 games. Meanwhile, at Old Trafford, Mr. Ferguson's champions were out to inflict a first defeat on the new-look Liverpool.
Scales didn't know that Kanchelskis was there, and Manchester United are gifted the lead. Leclerc. Giggs has gone out to the right. Took a couple of eyes by doing so. Back to McClare, number 2. From the touch by Cantona. The run by Giggs at the start of that played a part. And suddenly it's all gone wrong for Liverpool.
It all went wrong fairly quickly for Leicester City, promoted via the playoffs. They had to wait 6 games for their first win, but when it came, a packed house at Filbert Street rejoiced in eclipsing Spurs and Klinsmann.
Julian Joachim taking on Nethercott. He got past him, Coleman came across, but it didn't matter. Julian Joachim gives Leicester the lead. Edinburgh. And out by Blake. And here's Joachim, 3 against 2 here. Doesn't know whether just to keep possession or try and put it beyond Spurs. It's played David Lowe in. Oh, David Lowe has won the game for Leicester. To go, 2-0 the score, and time for Leicester City to party. Sheringham. Klinsmann, he's made space. Oh, and he's made Leicester pay. Not over yet, not by a long way. We're in stoppage time. Roberts has found Joachim again. And again, it's Julian Joachim once more, and now it's 3-1, and now they have won the game.
But it was only one of 6 games that Leicester did win in the Premiership before being relegated. Newcastle United's 1969 Fairs Cup winners were fated on the pitch before the modern team played Liverpool at St James's Park.
On by Fox. This is Lee. Cole, far post, is unmarked at the moment. Goal! Robert Lee! Barnes. Taken by Rush. And it's in. He was backtracking with Pavel Cernicek, and he was off balance. And Ian Rush makes it 1-1.
There was a warm welcome too for old Blackburn favourites Dave Whelan, Ronnie Clayton and Brian Douglas as they watched their old club playing in a newly constructed Ewood Park.
Lovely control from Shearer. The forward ball by Atkins. This is Wilcox, chased by Barrett. Shearer and Sutton waiting in the middle now. And Lasso looks for one of them. Oh, and he's found Sutton via Ehiog. And Sutton goes... Oh! Penalty. Got to be. Well, Chris Sutton takes credit. He had two players to beat, and he threatened to go past both of them. Alan Shearer takes the ball. And the responsibility. And scores. And Sherwood tucks that into Sutton. Now there is a chance here. It's Ripley. Shearer far side. And there's the chance. Oh, good block. And was he offside? No, the goal is given. It was Chris Sutton who tucked it in, but Shearer made it. Oh, that's a good kick by Flowers, a really excellent clearance. Sutton to Shearer, chance on for Blackburn. 3. And the man who made the goal for Shearer was his own goalkeeper. Well, no wonder they're congratulating Tim Flowers. I've not seen a better long kick by a goalkeeper for a long time. Foul by Warhurst on York gives Villa a free kick in stoppage time. In it goes from Richardson. There's the header, and there's one back. Ehiob got it. The big man up from the back. Scores for Villa.
Villa would have a troubled season, so in some